Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as Total Organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 494 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Sally, and she is our Total Organist student. And she wrote, I made it to the piano after work today. Spent 1.5 hours working on choir music for the fall, both accompaniment and choir parts. Open score for choir parts is always a challenge. I hope to make it to the organ tomorrow for prelude and postlude work. So I guess we could focus a little bit in our conversation, Aušra, on studying open scores.
Yes, it's really fun. And it's often a challenge, for pianists especially. I remember when I was back at school, in the Čiurlionis National School of Arts. And one of my accompanists could not read from an open score. So actually my teacher forced me to write down everything into a regular staff.
Interesting. This is a shortcut.
It is, but it would take hours for me to do it. To rewrite, all the music.
Is it helpful or not?
Well, for what? For me? Maybe yes, because I could, learn each voice, because we would have to memorize, all the voices of soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, and to be able to sing them from memory. So in that way, I think it helped me, but I'm sure it did not help that accompanist to improve, and to polish her skills, because I think it's, a useful skill to be able to read from an open score.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's probably a necessary skill if you are dealing with choirs, either as conductor or as an accompanist or as an organist.
I guess the first months really suck, and you're feeling terribly when you get to play from an open score right away from four voice notation.
But look, we are an organist, and it's easier for us than for others, because we already are using 3 lines at a time. Most of the time, yes, because we have right hand, left hand, and we have pedals. So 3 independent lines. Now here you just have additional.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Oh, but I still remember myself struggling with it at the beginning of my studies at the art gymnasium back in Klaipėda. So I guess more systematic approach would be probably easier for a student and less stressful. What if a person took not 4-part notation, but let's say 1-part notation, and only played 1 line? Right hand, left hand, and then after, let's say, a week or a month, they would do 2 parts. Soprano alto, soprano tenor, soprano bass, alto tenor, alto bass, tenor bass.
I think that's a very slow approach. I don't think many of us will have time to do it.
And then 3-part notation, soprano, alto, tenor, soprano, alto, bass, alto, tenor, bass. And finally, 4-part notation, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. Guys, you cannot see Ausra now, but she is covering her ears. Why?
Yes, you confuse me all these combinations. No. I would just sit on the organ bench and I would practice from open score.
That's it.
Yes.
And you would be fine. It's okay for you to feel really slow at the beginning, to progress really slow.
You know, I would compare playing from an open score a little bit with, learning how to read from other clefs.
Sure.
Let's say C clefs. And, my students try to cheat on me very often with, this skill. Instead of learning, how it's written, we try to write down, in the treble clef, let's say. Alto clef, transpose into the treble clef.
Yeah.
And when I see it, I'm telling them, it took you so long, to write down all this thing. You better, spend this time by learning that exercise from an alto clef. It would give you a bigger benefit, because next time when you would learn a new exercise, it would be already much easier.
It's like an investment.
True.
Yes, you invest a little bit of time and it will pay off the next time.
That's right. So I guess, what I would suggest, if you have to play from an open score, do it more often. And I believe it will get easier with each piece that you will learn.
I guess having open score reading course in our Total Organist community would be beneficial for students too.
True. Plus, there are pieces that are written in 5 lines. Like, Bach's Magnificat, for example, for a choir. It has 5 lines and it's a polyphonic music, so it's really tough. So maybe you need to side read it, and then go back to your regular 4 staff notation, and you will see that it becomes much easier.
And there are double choir motets for 8 voices.
True.
And for 12 voices too.
Okay, let's don't go there. You always like to exaggerate things.
Alright. So maybe look forward to such a course, open score reading course from us. I have an idea while talking to you, Ausra, that it would be nice to select collection of music and go through it methodically. How would you teach others in reading those open score notations, and by the end of that course people would feel much more comfortable.
Yes, because it's really a useful skill.
So guys, let me know if this type of course of open score reading training would be useful to you. Alright. Thank you guys. This was Vidas
and Ausra.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, the sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help.
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos and when I read your instructions. I try to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.